And welcome back. Chapter 3, we are at the Mugen school, which I don't remember being pink. Hey, whatever. I'm finally controlling my favorite senshi, Chibiusa, yay. No, it isn't. Sort of. By the way, yes, her friend during the anime for some reason switched from having brunette hair to having lilac hair. Or maybe it was the other way around. Point is, her hair color changed. I have no idea why. But whatever. Also, I'm giving her an anklet because according to a guide it's good to have that on Chibi Moon. Alongside her personal accessories. So... But her personal accessories can't be gotten until chapter 4 from what I remember, so we gotta wait for those. That's kind of freaky. My brother should date somebody who is like me, his sister. I mean, that's just... ew. I'm actually not tired, but... thank you for the unnecessary heal. But yes, we have to get into a certain room to get attacked or something like that. Oh no! Hey, his sprite changed. I think. His clothes changed a bit. You know, considering I spent yesterday looking at certain pictures, this is just giving me really bad ideas. Yes, this little thing that looks like a Papillon Chihuahua dog is very human. Yes, I call every girl I meet a princess. Yeah, if a Japanese person says, I won't forgive you for something, that actually means something. Whereas for Western people, it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's the sick room, so we technically have to go to the control room first, which was here? Put down your weapons. You have 14 seconds to comply. Mugen School 1? Yes, this battle can be actually tough since the first battle that Chibiusa fights alone. Also, yes, she has pink sugar heart attack. Yes, it's labeled as kind of a terrible attack. But, well, as I said before, this can be a difficult battle for her since it's her first one. But, level 16. But I think this is the part of the game where I start to have to actually level grind at times. Technically, she should be used to be called Small Lady Serenity, if not Lady Serenity. Exactly why Ansha calls her Lady Serenity is wrong, since that is only her name when she has grown up and is not small anymore in the manga. Of course, she technically doesn't grow up in the manga, but she is displayed as growing up later in the dream arc with Helios, but you know what I mean. Was this room? Yes. Wait, we're only 7 minutes in? I thought it was more. Yes, Chibiusa, yes! No. Since it's just barely 10 minutes. She's the freaking soldier of destruction! Lowering her glaive could end up destroying the entire world like it did in the manga once. So really, her running around on her own is actually not that dangerous for her. And you're not walking her home because... does she have anything? No. Also, I looked it up. Apparently, luck serves no purpose. It in no way affects our game. Also, there's something we can get in... Where's Usopp? There. We should find something here. Back off! I can go into a jewelry store if I want to. Good for you, sir. We should be able to get some kind of rare item here, similar to the premium ticket that we got with Jupiter. Yes, an ancient doll, that was it. Also, there should be a guy somewhere walking around in the city now who will gladly pay a ton for these rare items. Oh, it isn't. Cause she beats them up? Yeah, it's kind of a dumb question. Meh. Yeah, I have no idea why they're called Mugen Gakuen, but then also Infinity Academy, considering it's basically the same thing. Also, this is a guy only in the anime in the Rainbow Crystal arc. I know. I know. Hey, Motoki. Considering it's really long and I'm already on chapter 3... Wow, you guys lost each other in this area? It's not like it's a Walmart or something like that. It's pretty easy to navigate. Can't find the guy where I can apparently give him this stuff. But whatever. I still have several things to catch. I remember getting to this area, or getting at least semi-lost, in Chapter 1, I think, and I had no clue where I was going. I got lost and I got my ass handed to me by the enemies here. Downside with Sailor Moon, she doesn't have a multi-target attack. Also, shouldn't I be meeting up with Uranus and Neptune here? Maybe I'm thinking of later on. Yeah, it's kind of dumb that if Otaru were to cease being Mistress 9, she would cease to exist, which is dumb because not important in the manga. And she randomly appears too. I am getting nice yen from them, so... Seemed to me like it disappeared for a second. How about switching to Saturn in the middle of it? Well, he did go through then. Also, technically, Hotaru should never have used that transformation. In the manga, she gets the Saturn crystal, so she's allowed to say, you know, Saturn crystal power make up. So there she's allowed to properly transform. Whereas in the third arc / seasons, she wasn't allowed to, you know, awaken, otherwise it would mean the end of the world. Like she ended the Silver Millennium. So that's also the reason why she never really got Gamatoid. It's actually a Gamatoid. That's why she never actually got a transformation scene. Because technically she was never allowed to be there. Well, that was a delayed reaction. I honestly can't remember which way goes where in this area. But actually looking at the parameters, Saturn actually, towards the end of the game, can have an incredibly high attack power. Oh no! It's Espers! Let's all hope that they don't turn into Magicites. Destruction Tiara. Technically not a... Technically not a jewel, but it is a pretty good thing for Saturn. Yeah, she doesn't really get much defense from that. A harisen is of course a sort of paper, but also can be made out of an iron fan, with which you can hit people. It's very comedic. I guess it is a good way to wake people up. Also, this is a mixture of the anime and the manga. I mean, okay, try to convince him, let's try it, it's not gonna work. But in the anime, Tomoe was possessed by Gamatoid, and towards the end of the series, the season, Gamatoid split off of Tomoe and Gamatoid died, and Tomoe survived until later, like the beginning of the 5th season, actually, where Pluto takes Saturn away from him so that we're back to, you know, the Outers raising Saturn. As in the manga, Tomoe, during the explosion that harmed his daughter enough that he basically turned her into a cyborg and killed his wife, he agreed to become Gamatoid's host, basically fusing with him and Mistress 9 for Hotaru. Whereas then, wow, it actually required 2 hits. Yes. In the manga, he fused and Gamatoid basically burst out of Tomoe, killing him. So Hotaru ended up an orphan when she was reborn, and the Outers took care of her. So here in the game, it's sort of Gamatoid is using him as a host, but Tomoe still dies. So it's a mixture once again of manga and anime. But here he says that Tomoe is returning to his original destiny, which might be a hint that the game is sort of focusing more on the manga in terms of Tomoe actually dying compared to surviving in the anime. Similar to spoilers, the four sisters from the 2nd season, they also survived in the anime, whereas in the manga they basically died. And that's also going to happen with them here. Spoilers! But I'm going to end it here, and I'll meet you at the Tomoe Labs next time, where we will try to find Chibiusa. So I will see you then!